Hi everyone, this is Susan. I am really excited to be here talking about your About page. Not just because it's the first thing that you're going to write for your blog, but it's really because it's actually really the most important thing that you're going to write. Because your About page is the page that everybody's going to read. Right? Even if they come in on another landing page, they're going to go to the About and they're going to read about you because that's what people do. They want to know who this person is. They want to know, are you credible? What's going on here? And we know from research tells us that the About page is the most read. And this goes for websites, for blogs. It's really important. So that's the first thing to understand is how important it is. The second thing to understand is that your About is not really about you. Okay? You might be called an About Me or it's called an About, and it's not a bio. You can have an About and a bio, but your bio is not your About, okay? Because your bio is just your sort of personal demographic statistics. Your About is about why you started this blog. So that's the third thing that you need to understand is that you did not start this blog for class. Even though you are, that is not what you're going to write in your About. What you want to write in your About is how you really came to have this passion for whatever topic it is that you are writing about. And maybe that goes back to your childhood. So if you're writing about gardening, maybe your bio and your blends with your About like this, where you can say, you know, ever since I was a little girl, I lived in an apartment. My mother would plant plants out on the fire escape, and I loved them. And I couldn't wait to one day grow up and have my own garden, and now I do. And so you're really talking and expressing about your love for the topic. So here we are on Nomadic Matt's About page. Nomadic Matt is a really, really successful travel blogger. He kind of is like Deb Perlman in that they both got best-selling books. Hers is from the Spittin' Kitchen, his is from his travel blog. And he has a very good About. And let's look at this. He has, welcome home, fellow traveler. So it's a nice greeting. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to say hi. And just to give you a little grammar tip, so I don't have to tell everybody a million times, after you say hi or hello or hi there, you should have a comma. And you can be as playful as you want. And then if you're saying your name, I'm Susan, comma, you always have a comma after your name. Okay. You don't have to use your first name or you don't have to give your last name. You can, but just like, hi, I'm Susan, and I am here to help you blog. Okay. So we can't say anything like, oh, I'm a New York Times bestselling author, and that's okay because your credibility comes through in different ways. And yes, I think it makes you credible that you're a graduate student and that you're studying at Drexel. Or maybe you have a lot of experience in what you're writing about. These things will give you credibility, but you're not going to lead with, I'm at Drexel and, you know, I'm a student, and that's not how you lead. That will come in at the end. You lead with, here's why I started this blog, because here's what I want to share with you. Right? I like how Nomadic Matt starts with these questions because it immediately shows his reader, oh, well, he understands what I'm going through. And this is a good technique. I recommend it. I think it's a great strategy. I like the way this is done. I feel like this could be formatted better, and like these could be aligned. It could look better. I think that his site is very professional. But I like how he has subheads here, and up here he's like, you know, you're not alone. Okay. And pretty much anyone can say this, you know, you're not alone if you've got these questions, or you're not alone if you love plants, you know, or if you love printmaking as much as I do, you know, or you're having these issues, you're not alone. Now, it's especially important to say this for something like if you're dealing with mental health issues, you know, if you have anxiety or depression or postpartum or whatever it is, you are not alone. Okay? And that's what people want to hear. And so what you do then is you tell them what you are going to do for them. So then Matt, he tells this story. This is his story of how he became a traveler, and then how he started the blog. So this is what I mean by the journey to the blog. It's the journey, it's the passion journey, right? How I got so enthusiastic. So even if you have to take a little creative license in crafting this part of your about page, do that. You want to be a little more heavy-handed, because it's not going to come off as heavy-handedness. It's going to come off as that you're interested and excited and can't wait to share the journey. So he's got a lot of good stuff here. And then he's got what you'll learn here. I don't like that he underlined this. I think Matt needs, don't underline your text like this because it kind of looks like a link on some sites. Anyway, but I like how he has what you'll learn here. Now yours is not going to be this long, but obviously he's been blogging for a really long time and he has a lot to say, but you also don't want it to be just like 2 paragraphs. You really do need to get into the passion and excitement. So I want to talk a little bit about this optional exercise for writing your About Me, and I hope that you will really visit Melissa's site. Please don't use her or Nomadic Matt in your discussion board assignment, because I want you to go out and find somebody new whose About page that you want to look at. But Melissa is great. She's got so much. She's a little over the top, but it works. I think it works. So you can check that out and let me know what you think. She's very, very much writing her about for her reader, right? And addressing her reader's needs. So she actually has a worksheet on her website for writing your About page. And I've taken it and I've adapted it. So you can certainly use this to help you draft your About. And answering all of these questions will help you shape the story. What I do not want to see is I don't want to see you handing this in like, just 1, 2, 3. Like you need to craft, you can use this to get you started, but you need to craft this then into 3 or 4 paragraphs or even more. Think about using some subheads. We'll talk about that more later. Okay. You do want to talk about your personal bio as it relates to the blog, or even just a little bit about your personal bio, but that was a little bit more towards the end. I also think that having something at the end, like I hope you'll follow me, including some kind of action suggestion is always good. I hope you'll follow me. I hope you'll share. I hope you'll let me know what you think. This is all about engagement. And as you know now, blogs are all about engaging with your readers and community. Okay? That's what the blog gives you that opportunity to do. So I'm very excited to read your Abouts and work with you on them. If you're nervous, don't worry about it. I'll help you. But if you answer these questions and really put some love into it, I think you're going to be fine. Okay. I'll see you on the discussion board.